For true solos, there's kind of a badge of honor sometimes about having no one helping you with your law practice. And I totally get that. I was a true solo for a long time and totally resisted getting assistance. Assistance being NCE, not TS at the end. It's hard to let go of some of the work and delegate it. It's also hard to get started figuring out who to delegate to. And so it's easy to continue to work alone, to pick up all of the tasks and do everything yourself. There's a lot of reasons why that's a bad idea. First of all, if you're going to grow to the income level that a lot of lawyers aspire to, you're likely going to have more work than you can handle completely on your own. Maybe you can handle all of the legal work, but when you add in the admin work that you're also doing, it just fills your day and really can make this into a very stressful job. Being a lawyer is stressful on its own, just by the nature of our profession. Don't make it worse by trying to do everything yourself. There's also ethics concerns about that. As you grow and you get busier and busier with your legal work, if you're being sidetracked by administrative, marketing, billing type work, you might end up dropping the ball on one of your clients. And that would be a tremendous problem. It could be malpractice exposure and ethics exposure. So give it some thought as to how you might utilize some help as you grow. And give it thought before you get to a point of total panic. As you approach that point, it's hard to think clearly as to what kind of help is out there and how to start to utilize it. But there are some amazing resources. Not that long ago, as law practice was different, less technological, and society and our workforce were much less mobile, we had this idea, and it was probably right, that when you got help, that meant a full-time local employee. It meant someone coming into your office with you 40 hours a week. You would need to provide them with a large enough paycheck to be a full-time job. You'd have to provide them with a desk and insurance and probably have to take them to lunch most days because they were around. Maybe you didn't buy every day, but this was a physical person in your presence 40 hours a week. Not anymore. It's a completely different world. And so before you get too busy to be able to look around at your resources, you gotta give some thought and put some time into investigating what's out there. There are all kinds of options, such as Fiverr and Upwork are outsourcing websites that connect you with freelancers, not legal specific at all. But if you're spending time on marketing or you're spending time on administrative tasks, if you're even spending time putting together a document production electronically with Bates numbers and putting them in a specific order and maybe tying those Bates numbers to your briefs and having sites, someone else can be doing that. And it can be someone you hire through one of those websites for a certain number of hours and a relatively low hourly rate. LAWCLERK and other freelance lawyer websites are out there now. It's becoming very common. If you need help that's much more law specific, you can go out and hire help there on a project by project basis. It could be that you just need 4 hours of someone's time this afternoon to put together the final touches on a brief or a document production. There's help for that. You're not alone anymore. There's so many resources. And when it's time to actually hire someone, I've recently gone through this myself, there are all kinds of resources and people who have done this before me, before you, who can guide you. Lawyerist has some great resources on this, and Attorney at Work has some as well. Mastermind groups of lawyers are good places to turn. Ask people what they've done, where they have found help, and see that there's actually a lot of relief out there. The biggest thing is be sure to know at least the first couple steps you'll take when you get overwhelmed, and take those before the flood hits you. And that way you'll stay out of ethics trouble and reduce stress tremendously.